The 12th hour after a loss is a disorienting haze. The shock is still settling into the bones of a family, making even simple thoughts difficult to hold on to. Yet this is exactly when the logistical barrage begins, deciding between burial and cremation, choosing a church, and selecting the pastor. They are forced to make dozens of permanent, expensive choices in public spaces, sitting across from strangers, all while internally breaking apart. In the absence of clear instructions, the people you love are left to guess what you would have wanted, navigating their darkest day blindfolded. There is a common assumption that once you sign a last will and testament, your affairs are entirely in order. But a will is a strictly legal tool, transferring property months down the road. It provides zero practical guidance for the first 48 hours. It doesn't give a grieving spouse permission to choose a simple casket. Without that release, families often overspend out of duty. Handing over a stack of notarized paperwork solves the probate process, but it leaves a massive vacuum of personal guidance and emotional comfort. Leaving a true inheritance means transferring clarity to protect your family when they are most vulnerable. When estates are finally settled, the fractures that tear grieving siblings apart are seldom about the money in the bank. Conflict usually centers on the items that carry the weight of memory: the quilt, the rifle, the ring, the Bible. The distribution of property is a deeply emotional process. Without context, a physical heirloom is merely an object. A silver watch passed down without the story of how it was earned loses the very meaning that makes it worth keeping. Solving this requires attaching your values, your memories, and your intent directly to those physical belongings in writing. Documenting the specific why behind each item neutralizes the emotional landmines that frequently break families apart. This involves addressing the practical relief families actually need. They must know that beneficiary forms legally override whatever is written in a will, and they have to know where to find the DD-214 form to request military honors. Beyond the paperwork, children and grandchildren often search for something more permanent than an account balance. They look for your testimony, the specific stories of how you came to faith, the prayers you saw answered, and the wisdom you spent decades earning. The Christian Legacy and Final Wishes Planner is designed to capture both the logistics and the spiritual record in a single place. This is an 82-page guided workbook, not a standard template of decorated blanks. It was authored by professionals who have spent years sitting with families on the worst days of their lives. Christian faith is the foundation of the structure. Guided testimony pages and King James Version scriptures are integrated into every section, rather than being added as an afterthought at the end. Completing this workbook transforms a daunting administrative chore into a profound act of spiritual stewardship. Instead of scrambling through filing cabinets in a panic, a prepared family simply sits down and opens this completed record. Part 8 of the planner is written directly to the survivors. It provides a concrete, prioritized checklist for the first 48 hours and the first 2 weeks, removing the burden of figuring out what to do next. The relief of finding every agonizing logistical and ceremonial question already answered is immense. Every question you answer today removes a weight from a grieving family, providing them a clear path forward when they need it most. Stop putting this off. You can secure your family's peace of mind right now. Click the link below to instantly download the 82-page Christian Legacy Planner for $24.99. An 88-page Catholic edition is also available. Ensure the people you love never have to navigate their hardest day alone.